How's it going, everybody? My name is Chris. I'm the head game coordinator here at CashHunt. And what we're going to do with this live is basically talk about three key elements in regards to AI. Now, of course, we're hearing AI everywhere in the factor of mainstream. And that is exactly what it is. It is mainstream. It's going, nowhere, anywhere. It's going to be everywhere. So it's not a flash in the pan, it's not a trend. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to tell you about three key tools that you can utilize as a content creator or if you're currently in a business. Because the reason why I'm saying this is it amazes me in regards to how many people are not aware of these tools. So you have a lot of people that are very old school that, to be honest with you, don't even know what ChatGPT is, and ChatGPT has been around for a very, very, very long time. So the key thing is if you're familiar with the stuff, fantastic. But there's other things that you might not be aware of what these types of AI tools can do. And that's what I'm going to provide you. And if you're new to all this type of stuff, this is something where you should have a notebook ready. If you're a current business or, have a hobby, but mostly towards businesses, I'm telling you, there is an amazing amount. And I'm talking about a very, very, very high percentage of people that are not familiar with AI. So this is really the ideal thing that I'm going to open your eyes up a little bit in regards to educating you about these types of things. So, should be a rather quick live. I'm going to be taking questions at the end if possible, but the key thing is that let's start it off with the one that is pretty much a household name, and that is ChatGPT. Now, ChatGPT has been around for a very long time in the factor of not in recent long time, 2 or 3 years, if anything. So it is something that people started to hear about. A lot of students would hear this and probably utilize this in their studies, which I wish I had it when I was a kid. But the key thing is it was something that the chat gpt AI model would basically create something for you in a documentation type of form, which is great. But the thing is that it can also help you provide some really informative information. Primarily now the ChatGPT 4 model, which is now becoming a business advisor, if not a marketing strategist. That if you're not utilizing it, you're doing yourself a disservice. Because I'll be honest with you, I have conversations with it, with the ChatGPT 4 model. You can try it, it's free, but there is a paid version of it. And I'm telling you, if you're having a conversation with it. So, and it is giving you a very detailed amount of information. And for the most part, the AI can now form reason. So, if you're thinking of of a marketing strategy, if you're thinking about, like, for example, with us doing scavenger hunts, one of our streams is wedding businesses. So, I mean, with the wedding market. So, if I say, what is the bachelorette party a forecast for 2025, it's going to provide you that. So it is giving you the information that you need. Now, that type of chat GPT is going to also provide you information to create generative images in the form of audiogram, which we'll talk about in a few moments, which I think is an amazing AI tool. And that is great for packaging things that quite frankly would have cost you hundreds, if not thousands of dollars. Now is just simply from a text prompt that, in regards to the generative image or video that it's going to return, is mind boggling. And the amazing thing, as far as the majority of the people out there are not familiar with it. If you're watching this, you're probably, and hello, thank you for coming in, guys. If you're watching this, you're probably saying to yourself, I know about this chat GPT. Yeah, yep, yep. But the truth is, a lot of people don't. Go ask a lot of people if they know what ChatGPT is, and they just don't know. So that is the key thing. Now, the audiogram thing is something that I'm going to talk about because it's called audiogram.ai. So I always say, have a notebook ready, guys. Hello, Athena. How are you? The key thing is that the one thing I want to mention is that you can put a prompt in. Now it is image. So you could say, like, create a let's say a 5 by 7 image for the a cover of a book. I want it to look like the background has the city of Boston. I want the characters to look like the Pixar characters. I want the title to be three dimensional. These types of colors, whatever you want. If you want, something to be written on their shirt, it's just crazy what you can do. You can make the image look like it's been worn, so to speak, like an old, magazine cover. And within minutes, you have not only one version, but probably four different versions, guys, of that image. That would cost you, if you went to a graphic artist, hundreds, if not thousands of dollars. And that, quite frankly, is, if you're a graphic artist out there, this is definitely a problem. But for you as the creator, it is amazing. Now, the key thing about it is I'll give you four different images to choose from. If not, you can try it again. It gives you a certain amount of credits that you can use, and it is free, completely free. There is a paid version, but utilize the free version. Dabble with it. It gives you enough options to create certain images, and it's amazing. Now, as far as packaging on YouTube, okay, so everybody knows canva.com, right? The key thing is that when it comes to canva.com, yes, it's great for thumbnails in regards for your YouTube, your Insta, your not really TikTok, your Facebook, whatever it is. But if you do an audiogram.ai generative AI image, it is going to catch eyes. And the reason why it's going to catch eyes is because is by on a canva.com. It's starting to look a lot similar like everybody else's Canva thumbnails. But by utilizing the audiogram.ai type of generative tool, it's amazing. So that's the key thing. So what you want to do is you go to ChatGPT, you ask it what you want the thumbnail to create for you. Take that information that ChatGPT provided to you, throw that into the audiogram, and then have at it. Your mind will be blown. I am telling you that for a key thing. Now, as far as ChatGPT 4 guys, phenomenal. It is not Siri. It is not Alexa. This is like a general conversation that you are having with your friend or your family member or your colleague. It is that quick of a response. The reasoning of it is amazing, to the point that I even would ask, like on a statue here in Boston, how many buttons are in this particular statue, as far as this gentleman's vest, which was a Sam Adams statue. And it told me, which was insane. But forget about that. As far as marketing strategies, business advising, whatever it is there for you. Where a business advisor or business consultant, I guarantee you, would cost you a lot of money. The truth of the matter is, guys, always double check what the response is. Now, let's just move away from ChatGPT. Let's talk about Google Gemini. Google Gemini is probably the equivalent of ChatGPT, but it is not as powerful. The reasoning mechanism, if you compared both of them, and again, they both have free versions of it, ask the one question to the ChatGPT 4, and then ask the same question to the Google Gemini. They will be completely different answers. But the one thing that you will notice is that the answer to the Chat GPT is a lot more detailed than the Gemini is. So that's a key thing I want to mention. So as far as Chat GPT 4, that's one thing. As far as audiogram, definitely utilize it. And then let's go into NVIDIA.ai. Okay, in video.ai, I want you to kind of utilize the same idea that I had mentioned with ChatGPT. I want you to notice something on YouTube channels, which is really becoming evident in regards to video aspects. Now, the key thing I want you to understand is in video.ai, um, you can try the free version. Unfortunately, it is an expensive program. If anything, I might, say that the free version is not going to give you the exact outcome of what you have typed in. What it is going to provide you is a stock, like stock photo, stock video, which is not a great explanation in regards to the video that you want to create. So the key thing is it will create you a narrator. It will create subtitles. It will create music. It will create everything you can, that you would need. But the free version would use, like an iStock video. So it's not exactly the key thing. The key thing is that you could do a month subscription, which is about, I think, $30, and dabble with it. And there is two forms. You could do stock photograph or generative AI. Generative AI is pretty much what you see on YouTube nowadays, which is phenomenal stuff. It is not perfect. It definitely is not perfect. And I'll tell you one reason why. When people do animation on YouTube using NVideo.ai, one key thing you will notice: a simple turn of the head. A turn of the head could be animation. Let's say someone did it in Pixar, back to animation. It's not perfect. What I'm noticing this on is in regards to educational videos, in regards to informative videos, and in the form of travel videos. Let's talk about informative videos. Now, if you're new to this YouTube stuff or you're not, a lot of people see things and they immediately see two key things. A, how many views did that particular video get? Right? So that's really the draw. And then they automatically say, I'm going to sign up for this in video and I'm going to create. Let me tell you something: the market will saturate if it's not saturated already yet. You have individuals out there on YouTube that do very, very well staying within a niche. Like there's a guy named Mr. Nightmare. You probably have heard of him. You might not have. And the key thing is that this particular YouTube creator creates horror-like videos, which is narrated, etc. He does, or she does, very, very, very well, and they are clearly AI generated. That's great. It's within a niche. There's another one that I think is called Magnet Money, I think, which talks about kind of like a biography of successful business owners. Fantastic, fantastic niche. But if you're looking at those videos and assume that that's just a click of a button and just an AI type of outcome after 2 minutes, it's not that easy. It is fully edited and utilizing an AI prompt and maybe some editing on the form of the copy, the script, maybe even some self narration on the actual, by the YouTube creator. The key thing I'm going to mention in regards to the educational part of the AI. So if you have an individual that is explaining, let's say, how to market on YouTube. Fantastic. It should be you if you're doing that type of informative video. I don't care if it's fixing a sink, marketing strategies, financial strategies, health. It should be you. You're the actual product that is informing the viewers in regards to the information. If you have an AI bot that you see clearly it is not a human that is giving that information, it does not look genuine. It is looks kind of off. So it's not the key thing. But where you can utilize the NVIDIA AI is great in regards to B-roll film, B-roll, like educational types of videos where you personally are on camera narrating it, and then you can edit via iMovie or Final Cut Pro, that type of stuff, and include the AI generative images or videos into that. It's that by doing that, take the time, like as they always say, it's not a race; it is a marathon. So ChatGPT 4, Audiogram.ai, Gemini, Google Gemini, and then InVideo.ai. Out of all of them I just mentioned, the one that I would suggest studying quite a bit is the InVideo.ai. Now, one last thing I'm going to mention. If you have any questions, definitely I'm going to answer them in a few moments. The key thing is one key element, and that is when it comes, there's a lot of YouTube videos out there, a lot of educational ones, and there's a lot of good ones, like Think, to name one of them, which I tend to watch quite a bit. And I know I'm forgetting a couple of others. I think his name is Wes. I'll mention it. Wes Anderson, I was going to say, or what have you. But the key thing is, I want you to go to YouTube creators as well. They have their own channel. Ironically, InVideo .ai has their own YouTube channel. Those are very informative. The key thing is, I want you to consume at a very small amount. A lot of people consume, and they just don't create. That's insane. The key thing is consume, get your information in, get a notebook ready, and then, if anything, start batching videos. And by batching videos, if you don't know what that entails, is basically creating a series of videos and then scheduling them out. But consume these types of channels. You'll get a lot of information via that. And then ultimately go ahead and create your own. So that's pretty much it, guys. I just wanted to take, just about 15 minutes to get this in. If you have any questions, definitely let me know. And I'll be more than happy to answer them for you. And then with that being said, I'm going to say, guys, as always, subscribe to the channel, like. I'm glad that you guys came along. And for more information, guys, I'm going to be always providing new marketing strategies and in regards to our games and in regards to what is going on that a lot of people are familiar with and maybe not familiar with as much. So thanks so much, guys, for watching, and I'll see you soon.